Hello everyone, it's Georgia Sweeting from Total Telecom and we're here at Connect to Britain Day 1 in the ExCeL in London. I'm joined with Jamie Hayes from Boldyn Networks. Jamie, thank you so much for speaking to me today. How are you finding Connect to Britain so far?
Great show so far. I can't walk 10 metres without meeting someone I know. It's great. Thanks, Georgia.
No worries. And so just to kick things off then, can you give us a little bit on your opinion of the connectivity landscape in the UK?
Yes, I can. And I was talking today about that perspective from a neutral host perspective. And I think there's three really important things that we look for where we go and the places we go. And the first one is it's political leadership. It's the ability to steward a place and make a place what it should be and realize that full potential, because we, at the end of the day, we're an infrastructure investor. We look for places that are going to accept that inward investment in exchange for access to infrastructure, so we can bring 5G, we can bring gigabit fibre and beyond over the long term to there. Second thing, advanced supply. It's great to see all the suppliers here, the thriving kind of ecosystem, startups through large companies. We work with a lot of them. I was, as I say, delighted to meet so many people here walking around. And supply side availability as we come out of what's been a difficult period for global supply chains is really important. And the last thing, of course, which everybody talks about first, is demand. There has to be fundamental demand. So I don't remember how many people are registered today, but an event like this, a concentration of demand is vital for the places, for landmarks we want to go to see. Indoor or outdoor has to be a significant demand for our services on there. So I think those three things are my take right now.
Thank you. And then can we just talk a little bit about the work you're doing with the London boroughs at the moment? Tell us a bit more about it.
Yeah, I think in London there's been a massive effort over a long period of time, and too many people to credit with that for getting gigabit availability kind of well over and above superfast availability at 52% of the capital now. But that does mean 48% of the capital is without gigabit fibre, and we are sad but also proud and privileged to be able to help with kind of strategic interventions and place gigabit fibre investment across the city. So we've been into, I think now 11 of the 32 boroughs. It's been great to work with them. It's been great to work with people who are making places and outcomes for people, and whether that's safety, whether that's sensors, whether that's waste and water management, just looking at the connectivity lens that we showcase here today through a perspective of places has definitely helped me, and I think if understand what we do and why we do it. And I think if people in our industry can connect with that, they can start to feel safer as they walk in the streets, safer as they're getting on the tube. And I think, one story that sticks with me is we're actually making a London Underground safer and more green by getting more people onto it. It takes people off of taxis, off of Ubers, and onto public transport when you can actually have a mobile phone connection and cut down your journey time and feel like it's a shorter ride on there. So I think that work has been very purposeful over the last year and has grown much more than I expected.
Great, thank you. And then just finally, do you think that local authorities place enough emphasis on connectivity?
I think they're starting to, and I think, as I said, I think we're looking for that stewardship on there. We've been privileged to work with some really talented public sector leaders. Some of them are here today and are speaking, but there's many more out there. And I think we would like to see more emphasis on connectivity, because it seems to have, in our experience, as we start to map the data out, a real close correlation to many kind of deprivation indexes like health, wealth, income, inward investment. So where connectivity goes, those seem to tend to follow, is what we're noticing. And therefore, I think that social inclusion, digital inclusion, the ability to have sensors in housing that needs refurbishment and replacing, the ability to cut carbon emissions on there, those seem to be directly related to connectivity these days. So I think, we've been lucky to and fortunate to work with some really talented public sector stewards, and we know there's more out there that we want to work with as well.
Great, thank you. Jamie, thank you so much for taking the time to speak to me today, and I hope you have a great rest of your day at Connect to Britain.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.